morning, police have identified one suspect connected to yesterday's Wilmer-Hutchins High School shooting. We have the latest details on this developing story.
Thousands of Americans are currently experiencing a Spotify outage. See how the company is tackling this massive glitch.
And the Denton Fire Department is rolling out their newest addition to the team. Experience a Denton tradition right here on North Texas Television.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Katie Muncie.
And I'm Amanda Villatoro. We now know the name of one suspect connected to the Wilmer-Hutchins High School shooting that took place yesterday. He's identified as 17-year-old Tracy Haynes. Haynes was booked into Dallas County Jail last night after turning himself in. The arrest came hours after the on-campus shooting, which left 4 students injured. The motive of the shooting is still unknown. Yesterday's shooting came just a year after gunfire erupted at the high school campus, which left 1 student injured. ntTV will continue to keep you updated as this story develops.
An ongoing scam is currently targeting Denton residents. Denton County Sheriff's Office posted on social media warning users to be cautious of phone calls that impersonate police. There have been reports of scammers falsely claiming association with Denton police and making demands for payments related to outstanding warrants and missing jury duty. Scammers have also been using names of current employees. If you do receive any of these calls, hang up and do not provide any information. Please remain cautious and know that Denton County Sheriff's Office will never demand payments over the phone from citizens.
Katie, I don't know if you can tell, but I got a bit of a tan this weekend at the lake.
Oh, and you look so great, Amanda. I am so happy that this weather is finally starting to feel like summer. But let's check in with our weather anchor to see what the forecast looks like. Shelby?
Thanks, guys. Look at our current conditions today. We are seeing some sunny skies with that temperature at 76 degrees and that wind speed at 14 miles per hour. Going to tonight's conditions, we're going to see some clear skies with that temperature dropping down to 72 degrees and that wind speed also going to about 13 miles per hour. And then going into tomorrow, we're going to see those sunny skies once again return to us with that temperature going up to 78 degrees. It's going to feel about 81 degrees and that wind speed is also going to rise up to 19 miles per hour. Thank you, guys. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Shelby. Students across the country are not alone in facing visa status changes. This morning, a math professor at the University of Houston had his visa terminated and will be forced to go back to his home country. Jae-Won Jung has this story.
You're here on a legal status, but you're still in fear.
I talk about Islam on campus to people, and even this is becoming scary for me because I'm like, what if someone misassociates this with me supporting something that I'm not supposed to support? Yeah, I myself am also afraid, despite being a permanent resident.
University of Houston senior, who we are calling Ahmad, didn't want his face on camera out of fear. Knowing more than 300 student visas were revoked across the country in recent weeks, some due to pro-Palestinian activism, Ahmad is concerned his religion could impact his path to naturalization.
The tension's really grown, especially in the Muslim community on campus. And international students, they've been told to lay low and not go to any protests or anything.
A U of H spokesperson tells us visas for a small number of international students have been revoked, and now a math professor, because of his status as a doctoral student in another institution. If his visa only permitted him to work in the country, would be a violation. Houston immigration attorney Jared Slater says students who've come to him with revoked visas had minor citations or infractions on their record, such as a traffic ticket and having a fake ID.
Everybody makes mistakes, and you can't say that, necessarily somebody who has an expired license is a criminal danger to society. Traditionally, it was if the government discovered some type of misrepresentation in their application, or if they had been convicted of certain criminal offenses.
There are 146 international professors at U of H, according to the university, and nearly 10% of students are international. Ahmad tells me he believes more visa revocations could impact the university's quality of education.
Because of their visas, they might have to go back home, or they might just leave because of the fear of being persecuted by the government.
This comes after Secretary of State Marco Rubio reported that over 300 student visas have been revoked.
The Trump administration has recently revoked the visas of more than 600 international students, faculty, and researchers across 90 universities. That's according to a review of court filings, statements from attorneys, and announcements from schools across the country. It is not clear if students whose visas have been revoked would have to immediately leave the country or if they can stay to finish their education. A new lawsuit claims traffic stops and dismissed cases were used as justification for some of those revocations. The lawsuit was filed at a federal court in Atlanta. It seeks to stop the revocation of the visas that have not been revoked yet and to reinstate those that have.
Thousands of Americans are left without music this morning as Spotify faces a massive glitch.
And Denton is introducing a new piece of fire truck technology. Experience a beloved Denton tradition after this.
Hey, are you here for the premiere? Come take a sneak peek with us.
Stop. No.
Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike is gone.
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants.
I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
This morning, tens of thousands of Spotify listeners reported that there was a music outage. More than 45,000 complaints came through at roughly 9:30 a.m. saying that they were experiencing glitches on the app. Spotify made a statement on X that said, "We're aware of some issues right now and are checking them out." However, it looks like if Spotify doesn't work speedy enough, it will start to lose its loyal listeners. One user stated that they switched over to SoundCloud for the time being because it's a good option even with ads, and that they need some form of music if Spotify can't provide at the moment.
The Denton Fire Department is joining the electric vehicle trend. Over the weekend, the department welcomed the first electric fire truck in the state of Texas. ntTV Emma Burns has a story. Take a look.
The city of Denton made Texas history with the debut of the very first electric fire engine.
It's always exciting for the fire department to have something new and being the very first in the state and actually the whole southern region of the U.S. The only other electric fire truck right now is in Gilbert, Arizona.
To celebrate the newest addition to the fire fleet, the Denton community gathered for the traditional push-in ceremony.
Oh, this goes back a long time, back in the 1800s and further, whenever departments would come from all around the area to push in the new fire engine whenever they would put one in service. So a lot of tradition with this.
After giving the truck a quick wipe down, it was finally time to push it back in.
I liked pushing the truck a lot because I got to actually, it felt like, it made me feel really cool.
Wiping down the truck was really fun and pushing it into the thing right there.
To have that many people, again, as I mentioned, that many families here and celebrating this occasion can't beat it, right? I really am proud of to be the mayor of my hometown, be here in Denton.
Fire Chief Hedges also said that traditional diesel engines generate cancer-causing carcinogens, and the electric vehicle is a step in the right direction to protect the health of our firefighters.
Now that there's plenty of sunshine outside, I'm trying to do some more nature activities. Do you have any ideas, Katie?
Actually, Amanda, I believe our segment anchor, Jessica Qualley, has just a thing. Jess?
Thanks, ladies. Get ready to stop by and smell the flowers because Texas Women's University is throwing a blooming party. The 2025 Texas Wildflower Day celebration is happening just around the corner on April 24th through the 25th at the Dr. Betty Myers Butterfly Garden. It is packed with nature talks, garden walks, and hands-on art. The event kicks off on Thursday night with pollinator champion Douglas Tallamy, followed by a book signing. Friday has garden tours, a nature photography workshop, and a watercolor session. TWU professor Camelia Mayer will also debut her bilingual book, How to Make a Pollinator Garden. The best part is, of course, the flowers and festivities, but it's also free, open to the public, and includes breakfast and lunch. Just register online and join the garden party today. That's all from me on Spring Scoop. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Thanks, Jess. The Texas Wildflower Day celebration sounds like such a blast. I've already marked my calendar to go. I just hope that the weather cooperates.
Well, luckily, our weather anchor, Shelby Wright, has all the answers to your questions. Shelby?
Thanks, guys. Look at our local map today. We are seeing some pretty stable temperatures across the board. We are seeing the chilliest temperatures up in northeast Texas with Paris at 73 degrees. And then going down throughout DFW, we're seeing those temperatures slowly rise about 1 or 2 degrees each before ending up in Fort Worth, Stevensville, and Graham at 77 degrees with our highest temperatures on our local map. Going to our state map, we're going to see those temperatures once again up in the north with Oklahoma City and Amarillo at 73 degrees, our coolest temperatures. And then going down to Denton, we're going to see us at 76 degrees with Central Texas at 77. El Paso's out there in West Texas at 83 degrees. And then going down into Austin and Houston, we're seeing those temperatures at 75 degrees for Austin and 78 degrees for Houston, with Shreveport and Louisiana sitting at 75 degrees. Going to our 7-day forecast, we're seeing those temperatures. Today we are going to see some sunny skies with that high temperature at 84 degrees, and then going to tomorrow we're going to see partly cloudy skies with our high temperature at 88 degrees. However, going into this weekend, Friday, we're going to see some clouds start to come in with our high temperature dropping down to 83. Throughout the weekend, we're going to see those temperatures still drop all the way down to 65 degrees and 67 degrees with that rain chance going to 80% and 70%. Going into Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, but that temperature is going to start rising back up again to 76 degrees and 80 degrees. Thank you guys very much. If you're going to go out this weekend, once again, bring an umbrella. Thank you guys. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Shelby. U.S. retail sales have skyrocketed last month despite some fears of tariffs. The latest report from the Commerce Department shows spending at U.S. retailers rose 1.4% in March from February. That's the highest monthly gain since January of 2023. Economists believe that President Donald Trump's trade war has unsettled Americans in recent months, and it's having an effect on spending behavior. It was reported that Americans likely raced to the stores in March to purchase items that could see big price jumps due to Trump's import taxes. Economists think that the retail sales boost could happen again this month, but it won't last.
When the economy is uncertain, the first thing people put on hold are their hobbies. Now, tariffs could impact toy collectors. CNN's Christian Garzone has a story. If you want to check out some of Denton's toy collector stores, simply visit the Discover Denton website.
Finals are coming up, and if you need some retail therapy, we've got you covered.
And Dallas has introduced a new place to snuggle up with some furry friends while you study. We have the story. Stay with us.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1.
Indie.
Here at KNTU, we have two traditional stations, 88.1 Indie and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at MediaNorthTexas.com.
That was pretty good.
Are you looking for a fun club with travel opportunities? Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
One of my favorite ways to de-stress is definitely retail therapy.
Same, and unfortunately, your money can go to a good cause. Our reporter Jay Lathan has more on the ceramic sale. Jay?
Thanks, ladies. I'm here in front of the physics building where the Clay Guild Spring Sale is going on. All the proceeds from the sales will go back towards the organization in order for them to host more events, afford supplies, and most importantly, provide scholarships for members. You can hurry down and get you one of these fabulous pieces of art until 5 p.m. today. That's all I've got. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jay. Well, while we're on the topic of retail therapy, there is a chance to thrift your new favorite outfit right here at UNT.
That's right, Katie. I am so excited to spend all my money at this pop-up shop. Let's bring it over to Katie Brackens, who has more on this. Katie?
Thank you, guys. If you're looking for some affordable and stylish clothing, or if you just love to thrift, there's a perfect event for you. The Dance and Theater Costume Shop is holding a vintage costume shop. This shop will be held in the RTVF and Performing Arts Building's front lobby today and tomorrow from 2 to 4:30. The shop will also be open next week starting on Wednesday through Friday from 2 to 4:30. Everything will be priced under $10, so make sure to go check it out. It'll be a perfect opportunity to fresh up your closet before the end of the semester. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Katie. Calling all cats and coffee lovers, if you're looking for a new place to curl up with a latte and some furry friends, this Dallas Cat Cafe is the spot for you.
Study, Whiskers and Soda Cat Cafe may be the place for you. The location offers a cozy environment where visitors can enjoy coffee and baked goods while interacting with adoptable cats. Just last year, the cafe adopted out 1,003 furry friends.
The whole reason this place exists is to get these cats adopted, right? Someone's got to advocate for them. Well, here, again, this is their home. They live here. So you get to really see the personalities come out. And it's a concept that I had never heard of before.
Yeah.
Before I started working here, I would come here regularly and just do homework, right? This is a great spot to come do homework. It's very relaxing, very calming. There's not a whole lot going on, and it's very productive.
All cats are spayed and neutered with a microchip, so if you're looking to adopt a cat, you can fill out the application online. The cafe is partnered with a local nonprofit named A Voice for All Paws, ensuring the cat's health and vaccines are up to date. The cafe features a unique design with private spaces for cats and interactive rooms for guests. And if you're going out of town, a cat retreat is available.
So every time I go out of town, I bring my cat for the boarding here. I mean, I wouldn't want him to go anywhere else. The cats have they have furniture, they have couches, they have little shelves all on the wall, because it's important to give a cat vertical space. They have that, and they also have a TV in the rooms, and we'll play stimulating cat TV type stuff. So it's got birds and squirrels and nature noises.
With high demand, new kittens arrive often at the cafe. And if you happen to fall in love with a cat, you can check out the adoption book or look online to learn more about your new companion.
The admission fee is $16 for adults and $8 for children. There are half-price discounts for additional hours. Weekend visits are pretty popular, so reservations are recommended.
Scientists have used a speck of mouse brain matter to create the first precise three-dimensional map of a mammal's brain. This advanced 3D map shows the form, function, and activity of an 84,000 neuron, as well as 200,000 brain cells and 500 million synapses. The tiny piece of tissue contained nearly 3.5 miles of wiring. Research took almost over a decade by 150 scientists at 22 institutions led by the Allen Institute for Brain Science, Baylor College of Medicine, and Princeton. The digital scan gives scientists a view of how certain parts of the mouse brain is organized. Researchers have described their overall process in papers published in the journal Nature earlier this month.
While most 10-year-olds are counting down to recess, one California student is counting down to college graduation. Elisa Perales from San Bernardino is not your average 10-year-old. Elisa learned to read at just 2 years old, was solving algebra problems by 5, and started taking college courses at Crafton Hills College when she was only 8. Now, she's just 1 month away from earning her associate's degree. If you're wondering what's next, Elisa is waiting to hear back from Stanford University, hoping to take her academic journey to the next level.
This week, it's all about Dallas sports, and let's just say the Cowboys and the Mavs definitely kept us on our toes this weekend.
Oh yes, it's been a roller coaster weekend for Dallas fans, and our sports anchor, Adam C., is here to break it all down. Adam?
That's right, guys. A Dallas Cowboy legend is retiring, and Nico Harrison had a top-secret meeting that is sure to make Mavs fans even angrier. I'll have the scoop after this.
Open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DebtQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DebtQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.debtq.org to learn more. DebtQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Welcome back, y'all. Yesterday it was announced that former Dallas Cowboy Tyrone Smith is retiring from the NFL after 14 seasons. The left tackle played a stellar 13-year stint for America's team before his final season with the New York Jets last year. This comes a month after the news of Cowboys guard Zach Martin announcing his retirement, marking the end of an era for a lot of Dallas fans. Smith will finish his career as a 5-time All-Pro and 8-time Pro Bowler, and officially leaves quarterback Dak Prescott as the only player from the 2016 team that went 13-3. Congratulations to Tyrone Smith on a phenomenal career, and I can't wait to see him in Canton. And speaking of departures, the pro wrestling world was left stunned this morning as New Japan Pro Wrestling made the bombshell announcement that star wrestler Tetsuya Naito is leaving the company at the conclusion of his contract. This is another massive blow to a roster that has significantly depleted in star power over the last few years, with now 50% of their world champions since 2020 leaving the company. News had swirled about Naito having discussions with New Japan about his future, but not many expected to see him leaving at such sudden notice, especially without a proper swan song from the company. Naito leaves behind a legendary career where he was NJPW's first Triple Crown champ, a 5-time IWGP World Champion, 6-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and a 3-time winner of the G1 Climax. And no matter where he goes, Naito will forever go down as one of Japan's greatest talents and possibly the best pro wrestler in 2010. And moving on to basketball, yesterday Nico Harrison held his second press conference since the infamous Luka Doncic trade that left many Mavericks fans upset, speechless, and downright angry. However, like everything Nico Harrison does in Dallas, it made very little sense. The conference was held behind closed doors with only select media allowed in the room, with additionally, video and audio recording devices of any kind were banned from the office. Despite this, some quotes did inevitably come out, and the optics are just as bad as the trade was 2 months ago. Firstly, Harrison declared that he felt no regrets about trading Luka and said that he would do it again 100 times over. He is also the only person that thinks that. His reasoning was that his goal is to make the Mavericks better, which is contradictory to his actions. And if that wasn't enough, he went on to say that his decisions would upset people like Dirk Nowitzki and the fans, but his only obligation is the Dallas Mavericks, leading many to think he was taking a shot at the greatest Dallas Maverick ever. And despite it all, the Mavericks will play against the Kings tonight in the first round of the NBA play-in tournament, and after this season, there's going to be a lot of questions to answer surrounding a team that was in the NBA Finals less than a year ago. All in all, the Mavericks might never be the same, but that's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Adam. Nature can be an unforgiving, especially if you're living as a little raccoon in the big city.
That's right, Katie. This raccoon in Massachusetts is presumably back to scrounging around for scraps after being freed from a storm drain. On Monday, a man noticed the trapped animal in a park and alerted police. Officers removed the storm's drain cover, but the raccoon was still stuck. The men then used 2 laundry pods to lubricate the raccoon's head, and less than a half hour later, they got the raccoon out. Animal control then came and retrieved the raccoon.
You know, Amanda, I've been saying this entire semester that we need a baby cow in the studio, but actually, I think for next semester, we need a baby raccoon in the studio.
Oh, I don't know about that one, Katie, but good thing I'm graduating, so I won't have to stick around for that.
Well, since Amanda is graduating, we will name said raccoon after Amanda.
Yes, well, thank you so much for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon, and next semester for me and our raccoon friend right here on North Texas Television.